Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. And how are you today? Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Here's a daily crumb to help you along your way today. Well, we hope so anyway. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time of the day this is for you, and welcome to the Daily Crumb with me, Wingish Bay Majaki Quay, your friendly, freaky ass, sweetgrass water medicine woman, also Christiana Club, Christy Club superstar, all this beautiful divine being right here, and welcome all you beautiful divine beings right here too. How grows it with you? Hey, hey, hey! It's a Monday, a mending Monday, a music Monday. I think I got it a little loud today. We'll have to turn that down. I didn't set up my mic music to play in a row right yet, so. I don't want to get flagged. I don't own any of the music, okay? No rights or nothing to it, okay? I didn't make it all up, okay? I just singing along and enjoying it, okay? Here we go. Oh, yeah, the song I wrote is not out yet. I need music to go with it. Trying that songer. I don't want to, I don't want the AI, but I just wanted to see what it would do with it. But it changes all my lyrics, and then you have to pay to be able to keep the lyrics. So I'm like, forget that, okay? Forget that. I want the humanness in it, okay? Okay, all right, here we go. Here we go. Who knows? Getting my T-shirt this weekend. Maybe I'll say, hey guys, got challenge. Just put music to my words, put on my song. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. All right. So how's it growing with you, hey? Woohoo! Here we go. Hey, you. Oh, this is Song of the Wanderer. Song of the Wanderer, the Sweet Water Women. I love the song. You. Away, hi-yo, away, hi-yo, away, hi-yo, away, hi-yo. I love it. Okay, here we go. Let me, squirrel. Okay, here we go. The music keeps me distracted. Affirmation, reflection, inspiration. Okay, fine. We go with the three of them, okay? We go three today. Oh, with the three of yous. Okay, done with the three of yous. Alright, there's my, Uncle Newfie accent coming through there. Eh? Oh, the three of you! Lord Thunder and... Okay, here we go. You can do this. If you can't do it today, you'll do it tomorrow. Okay? You're not a failure. Alisha Rai. Channel this phrase 10 times today. 10 times, okay? Today and every day, I am free from self-doubt and self-sabotage, okay? Today and every day, I am free from self-doubt and self-sabotage. That's a 6. So I did it with you twice already, so go do that somewhere yourself, okay? Not to lie to yourself, but today and every day, I am free from self-doubt and self-sabotage, and then work on that. When that self-doubt comes up, when that self-sabotage comes up and we notice that, okay, that's when we can change it. We can change those cycles. We have to recognize it first. We can't just keep ignoring it and going, no, that's not me. I would never. No, I just think always pure thoughts. There's never, I don't know. What's that for you? What is that for you? Right? Oh, I'm such an idiot. Here I go again. I just keep doing the same thing over and down. I keep walking down the same street, keep falling in the same hole. I'm just such an idiot. Right? What do you say to yourself? Okay, it's about trying to change that up today and every day. I am free from self-doubt and self-sabotage. Okay? It all begins with it. It all begins with it, okay? I've shared before about the bricks. I'm building this tower, and every time I turn to get a brick, there's somebody else taking a brick. So I can go, oh my goodness! Okay. I'm not going to tell anybody. I'm just going to quietly take all my bricks over here, and I'm going to start building quietly over here. Okay? I'm not going to give up building. I'm going to keep building and keep growing. But maybe I'm not going to vocalize it as much because then I don't know who's stabbing me in the back. But I'm not going to go around life and go distrustful of everybody. Right? We'll see. We can work that out. Find those red flags. Right? Okay, I let you in. Then all of a sudden my bricks are missing. Okay, well I've only let one person in. Now my bricks are missing. Where could they be going? Oh no, how's that grow for you? How's that grow for you? It makes sense. That's okay, whatever. Okay, here we go. If you're patient, you watch them all. I do bring that around. I surprise myself with that when I'm like, oh, it makes sense. And then I want to rewatch my video and watch the video or whatever. And then go, oh, I actually did bring that around. Okay, so hang in there. Stick with me. All right. And see what it's most important. What's it bringing up in you, right? Okay, that was a 15, which makes a 6. This is a 61, which makes a 7. Okay, for one who finds joy within the self, rests satisfied within the self, and whose life is dedicated to self-realization, there remains nothing further for that person to accomplish. Bhagavad Gita 3.17. How has your quality of life improved since you began your self-care journey? Reflect and celebrate on your progress. How? Right? Are you looking at that? Have you been freeing yourself from that self-doubt and self-sabotage as you're giving yourself that care as part of this world, not above or below any other human being, but as part of it? We deserve that love. We deserve consideration. We deserve TLC and care and to treat these bodies as sacred spaces, right? And if we're not going to do it, if we're not taking our health and stuff seriously, how's anybody else going to, right? Right? We're going to no, we might deflect it in all those different ways, and that's how we sabotage ourselves, right? The brain will look for matchings and things to match up. If you believe this is true, well, the brain will help you find all the evidence to believe this is true. If you believe that is true, the brain will find all the evidence to help convince you that that is actually true. But neither this or that is true. Oh, no, does that make sense to you? Right? Just because we believe it doesn't make it true. Just because we want to believe it doesn't make it true. So let's look at that. How are we sabotaging ourselves by going, this person loves me, I keep telling it, but they're not doing anything that shows that. In fact, they do quite the opposite that shows they really don't care about you at all. But yet we keep going and keep going. Oh, it's something for me. Let me bend over backwards this way. Let me jump through those hoops. But it's still the same thing. Right? But then we look, oh, there is people that love me over here. So why am I pouring it all out over here? Because I'm going to become like them, those miserable ones. Everybody's sucking the life out of me. But you can't blame them for sucking the life out of you if you keep giving them the straw. Right? And we're not going to feel like we're worth anything if we're not respecting the sacred space, if we're not taking our life seriously too, if we're not, taking center stage in our life. Oh no, what's that for you? What's that for you? Not that the world revolves around you or your world revolves around you, but we're all here and part of it, right? And everybody is on the center stage of their life. And we respect that, right? Interdependent, we all need each other, we learn from each other, and we just keep growing. Oh no, how's that grow for you? This one's a 33, it's a 6. Knowing how to be solitary is central to the art of loving. When we can be alone, we can be with others without using them as a means of escape. Bell hooks. Take a solitary walk through a local park or on a trail. Embrace the solitude and appreciate the time with your thoughts. 33. Do you? Sometimes we don't. We keep doing everything we can to escape those because it's a torture chamber right in there. I don't know why. But maybe that's the time we need to listen to that. Where did that come from? Is this part of my beliefs or the beliefs that I picked up or things that were projected on me and then I accepted? I don't know. What is that for you? That's how we look deeper into that. How am I doing this self-sabotage? Right? And where am I doubting myself? And where did that come from? Because, I was 3 years old. I went down in the basement and my father was knee deep in sewage and I was like so proud of my art. And he's like, not right now. And I took that as, I'm a terrible artist and my picture upset him. Oh my goodness. Because we're 3 years old. And so we blame ourselves for everything. But really, now as we're older, we can look back and we go to that little, oh no, it's okay. I could see like you were so excited. You really wanted to show your daddy this. But okay, daddy was knee deep in shit. Okay. It had nothing to do with you, darling. It had nothing to do with you. But of course, you're 3 years old. So don't feel bad that you took that personally. Okay. But now let's pick up that paintbrush again. Oh no. What is that for you? What is that for you? Is there something you can reflect on in your life where you took that on? But maybe you misunderstood. Maybe because you're a child, it came across as there was something wrong with you. But then there was just, the situation, whatever. Parents didn't know how to explain it. We didn't know how to, go, okay, oh, I see that he's in shit. Okay, I'm going to pick a different time to show him my picture. Oh, no. What's that for you? What's that for you? We're having that look back so we can free ourselves from that self-doubt and self-sabotage, right? We can stop doubting ourselves as an artist because we know it wasn't dad putting us down. It was dad, dealing with shit, literally. Okay, whatever that was. I don't know. How's that grow for you? The path and totem going along with us on that. No, one. There we go. Path and totem going along. Pat. Now we need the totem. Squirrel! Well, wasn't the squirrel? It was the pussy over there on the chair. She's spazzing out. Oh no. Oh no, what she's doing. She comes jumping on the chair, then she's going over there. She's jumping on the chair. They're so fun. Laughter every day. Okay, here we grow. We need the totem now. Now my fingers are starting to ache. There we go. Okay, fine. Path on the bottom and totem on top. There we go. Spirit's always got her back because that's all we give that. Ha. But so let's turn around, open up, let it pour into and through you. Okay, we're not doing anything on our own. Spirit animates us or sustains us. We need each other. All right. We're here to pump you up. I don't know. We're not just going to pump you up. It's just going to inflate you. Okay. It's not about self-inflating and anything like that. It's about seeing as part of, right? It's not more important, whatever. And about seeing that we do not do it on our own. What a lot of freaking pressure to put on ourselves. Oh, I created all this. I can raise it. No. I'd rather give it up to God. Thank you, God. Okay, I'm going to follow you because your mind is a lot more divine than mine. Human brain that thinks it knows everything and is going through the teenage phase. Right? Humanity, we're going through the teenage phase. We think we know everything. Hey, been there before. Look at the cycles. We can look at the cycles in that humanity and everything too. And let's have some respect for ourselves, for each other, right? That's how we get that illumination and clarity, is looking back and reflecting, right? But we don't want to look back when we're trying to keep moving forward, because what happens, right? I always said to my kids when we're walking down the street, look where you're going, not where you've been. But sometimes if you need to take a look back, you stop. We stop, and then we take a look back, and we reflect, and then we can see, right? Because then we take that hindsight and we make it foresight. Hindsight 2020. So now we stop, we take a look back, and then we make that foresight. We bring that forward, and we grow from there. Oh no, how's that grow for you? And the spirit is always there helping us all along. We are not on our own, okay? Sometimes I can bring on more anxiety. Oh no, okay. And we get more stamina when we know we lean on spirit. We know that spirit is there. We are not here on our own. We're not acting on our own. None of us is self-made. Okay? None of us is self-made. Right, human beings, okay? We need a mother and a father. Okay, however that comes about, okay, it's not all the traditional ways of done now, but it's still, we don't make ourselves, okay? All right, we need different components to make us, okay? We are not self-made. Anyway, okay, am I growing too strong on that? I don't know. There's my opinion. Is that my opinion? No, it's kind of like the fact of life, okay? It's about the fact of life. All right, here we go. So here we go, and that's how we get that stamina. We bring in that spirit, okay? If we're feeling tired and drained, we're doing healing work or things like that. We're trying to use our own energy. It's when we open up and let that spirit flow through, because the spirit is limitless. The body is not, okay? All right, the spirit is limitless. The flesh is weak. Oh, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Something like that. Okay, here we go. And what's that path and totem going along with that? There we go. That's how we open up those new abilities or renewed abilities. We're acting from our own natural state of being instead of trying to fit ourselves into something else, right? Instead of going off in spurts and spurts and spurts. That's why stamina outlasts the lion. Elk can outlast those mountain lions and everything, because those predators, they go out in spurts and try and go fast, so they burn out a lot quicker. You know, the tortoise and the hare. Okay, but the elk finds that steady pace, just finds that steady pace and keeps growing slow and steady, and it can grow the distance. Okay, we can grow the distance when we invite that spirit in. Okay, I hope it's all loving too, right? And let it, and we go from that joy. Look at that, four. We tap into that joy because we can learn just as much from joy as we can from sorrows. We've had those sorrows because we've had joy. We have joy because we have sorrows, and we can appreciate those, right? And we can be in that paradox because this is what it is to be human, okay? You be laughing one day and crying the next, hey? Or all in one day. Today's tears of sorrow water the seeds of joy for tomorrow, but we don't have to wait till tomorrow to feel the joy in today, right? It's your choice. It's your choice in every way. Sometimes, right, we have those tears of sorrow because we've had that joy, because we've had that love, right? There's a testament. We have grief, deep grief, because we have loved deeply. So that's a testament. Like the deep grief is because we're loving sentient beings. And that's a beautiful thing. To not feel grief, you don't want to be cold-hearted and cruel and all that. So it's a good thing to have these beautiful feelings. To know that we won't do that to any others. And if we have by mistake or whatever, we've got narcissistic pleas or whatever, we make up for that. We don't blame the others for, well, I didn't mean to, so it's your fault. So, I don't know. What's that all saying to you, beautiful beings? What's that all saying to you, beautiful beings? How have you been sabotaging yourself? How can you accept yourself now? How can you free yourself from self-doubt and self-sabotage? Okay? Never mind what everybody else is saying. It all begins within, okay? You're the one that you got to look at in the mirror. You're the one that you're with from the time you're conceived till the time you cross that rainbow bridge. What's that relationship like with you? Mm, mm. I don't know. What's that I'll say to you, beautiful beings? Biggest heart hugs ever. Yes, thank you for being you and shining your light through in everything you do. Because you know what? This world needs you. Just to be you. Fully, holy, and true. Don't let this world miss out on all that's you. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm so glad that you choose to stay. Every day. Let's grow, grow, grow. Slow. Slow, slow. Make this another wonderful blessed day. Love you all. Mwah. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Closer. We gotta get it closer now to shut this down. We're gonna shut it down, shut it down, shut it down, shut it down now. Shut it down, shut it down, shut it down now. Shut it down, shut it down, shut it down, down. Weirdo. Wouldn't have me any other way though. There we grow. There we grow.